Demi Lovato recently called out a small business for selling sugar-free cookies. There's a lot to dissect here, so let's hop right in. After walking in and seeing food labels that triggered her, she got on social media and called out a small business by the name of Big Chill and labeled them as diet culture vultures because of their labels for sugar-free cookies and other diet foods. She wrote on Instagram, "Finding it extremely hard to order froyo from the Big Chill official when you have to walk past tons of sugar-free cookies / other diet foods before you get to the counter." She wrote, "Do better please." So I think I'm gonna have to make that hashtag a thing. I will be calling harmful messaging from brands or companies that perpetuate a society that not only enables but praises disordered eating. Hashtag diet culture vultures. The business wrote back and said, "We are not diet vultures. We cater to all our customers' needs for the past 36 years. We are sorry you found this offensive." Demi then responded by saying, "Not just that, your service was terrible, so rude. The whole experience was triggering and awful. You can carry things for other people while also caring for another percentage of your customers who struggle daily just to even step foot in your store. You can find a way to provide an inviting environment for all people with different needs, including eating disorders, one of the deadliest mental illnesses, only second to opiate overdoses. Don't make excuses, just do better." She then says, "I was thinking maybe it would help if you made it more clear that the sugar-free options and vegan options are for that. Labeling the snacks for celiac or diabetes or vegans when it's not super clear. The messaging gets confusing, and being in LA, it's really hard to distinguish diet culture versus health needs. I think clearer messaging would be more beneficial for everyone. You aren't wrong for catering to many different needs, but it's about not excluding one demographic to cater to others." This is the most self-centered I've ever heard her sound. The business wrote back and said, "We carry items for diabetics, celiac disease, vegan, and of course many indulgent items as well." Demi also said, "Don't keep going with this. You don't want to mess with me. You're in the wrong and the customer is always right." Now, I do take into account that Demi has an eating disorder and has struggled with it throughout the years, so something like this was obviously a trigger for her. But in this situation, she is being completely narcissistic and only worrying about herself. After she saw the backlash, she began to backpedal a little bit, and her defense was the packaging should be different. But the thing is, the packaging is an umbrella classification that can suit a lot of different people who might struggle with different problems. If you labeled food by every single issue someone might have, you would have a million different labels for the same product, and that's not productive for anyone. There are diabetics, people with GERD, autoimmune diseases, and many more different diseases or conditions that cannot eat a lot of sugar and really have to manage it, or it will affect their health. And even if it's not about health issues, people might just want a sugar-free cookie, and there's nothing wrong with that. The world does not revolve around Demi Lovato, and the way she used her platform to try to take down a small business was completely irresponsible. There's no excuses. Demi was a complete Karen about this situation. There's no way to know what could be a possible trigger for anyone when it comes to things like this and just shopping. That's why you have to be responsible for your own progress. If Demi really felt uncomfortable, she should have just left the store in peace and went to another one that better suits her personal view. No one is forcing her to shop at that specific store. She went about this the absolute wrong way.
So by the time I got to the counter, after seeing so much diet stuff and health food stuff, it wasn't clear to me that it was for specific health needs. And so I didn't know that. This is a hard thing to live with on a daily basis. The thing about overcoming my addiction, I can walk away from that and never touch it again for the rest of my life. I don't ever have to do that, but I have to eat 3 times a day. This is something that will be with me for the rest of my life. I left that yogurt store and didn't get the yogurt that I wanted. And then I had a hard time the rest of the weekend, to be totally transparent. And that's probably something that nobody wants me to say. I don't know, but I'm human and I talk about my struggles. And I'm passionate, so I'm sorry that I got the messaging wrong.
I am wishing her well with her journey on bettering herself, but this was completely flawed. She also took the saying "the customer is always right" the complete wrong way. And she was just very disrespectful to the owners. In a statement to HuffPost, the Big Chill said it has always tried to have options for all customers. For the past 36 years, our small woman-owned business has catered to anyone who's come through the door, whether they are diabetic, vegan, gluten-free, or just wanting a decadent dessert. We've always tried to have something for everyone, the statement read. There was also a false rumor that Demi donated $100K to the restaurant, which was quickly debunked. They said, "We have not received any donations from Demi's team, nor do we want one. We have not made any changes to our menu. We had not heard anything from Demi since her sorry not sorry apology on Monday. We have not heard from her team. These are photoshopped images. Thanks again for all your support." One of the owners said, "I couldn't believe that she would attack us like that. All she had to do was pick up the phone and call me. I would have had a conversation with her and probably handled it and felt differently about it. But I felt like she just came at us and wanted to fight and accused us of things that weren't right." I hope their business isn't negatively affected by this. And I hope Demi becomes more responsible when it comes to things like this. I just find it sad that Demi Lovato just released an album, and this drama caused way more conversation than it did. Demi is no stranger to controversy on the internet, but it's quite continuous and she just comes off very annoying.